Let's talk about the Republic Act 1425 or the Rizal Act. So, what is this Rizal Act all about?
It's time for the Parkland Filipino Hour with your host, Kuya Gilbert Del Rosario. The Parkland Filipino Hour is aired every first Sunday of the month over the Rock 98.5 radio station in Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Here again is your host, Kuya Gilbert Del Rosario.
The Rizal Act was approved by the Philippine Congress last June of 1956 and it took effect last August 1956, the same year. So, what is this Republic Act 1425 or most commonly known as the Rizal Act? This act requires the inclusion of a study course on the life and works of Dr. Jose Rizal, who is the Philippines' national hero. Rizal Law is a Philippine law that mandates all educational institutions in the Philippines to offer courses about Dr. Jose Rizal. The Rizal Law, in any case, was emphatically restricted by the Catholic Church in the Philippines. Why? Because of its anti-clerical subjects that were pertinent in Rizal's books. That includes Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. Senator Claro M. Recto was the main proponent of the Rizal Bill. He sought to sponsor the bill at Congress. However, this was met with stiff opposition from the Catholic Church. During the 1955 Senate election, the Church charged Recto with being a communist and anti-Catholic. After Recto's election, the Church continued to oppose the bill, mandating the reading of Rizal's novels Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, claiming it would violate freedom of conscience and religion. In the campaign to oppose the Rizal Bill, the Catholic Church urged its adherents to write to their congressmen and senators showing their opposition to the bill. Later, it organized symposiums. In one of these symposiums, Father Jesus Cabana argued that the novels belong to the past and that teaching them would misrepresent current conditions. According to Mariano Jesus Cuenco, one of the senators that strongly opposed the Rizal Bill around that time, he said Dr. Jose Rizal attacked church dogmas, beliefs, and practices. The assertion that Dr. Rizal limited himself to castigating undeserving priests and refrained from criticizing, ridiculing, or putting in doubt dogmas of the Catholic Church is absolutely gratuitous and misleading. Outside the Senate, the Catholic schools threatened to close down if the bill was passed. But Senator Recto did not believe the threat, stating the Catholic schools were making too much profit to decide to close down. So the schools gave up the threat, but threatened to punish legislators who were in favor of the law in the future elections. Senator Recto emphasized strongly that the people who would eliminate the books of Rizal from the schools would blot out from our minds the memory of the Philippines' national hero. He added, this is not a fight against the senator or Senator Recto, but a fight against Dr. Jose Rizal and his memory and the legacy he left as the national hero of the Philippines, adding that since Dr. Rizal is dead, they are attempting to suppress his memory. So, on May 12, 1956, a compromise inserted by the Committee on Education Chairman Laurel that accommodated the objections of the Catholic Church was approved unanimously. The bill specified that only college or university students would have the option of reading the clerically contested reading material of Dr. Jose Rizal, such as the Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. So eventually, the Rizal Bill was enacted on the 12th of June 1956. After the bill was passed as a law, there were no record or instances of students applying for the exemption from the reading of the novels, and there was no known procedure for such exemptions. Also, in 1994, the president around that time, Fidel V. Ramos, ordered the Department of Education, Culture, and Sports of the Philippines to fully implement the law, as there had been reports that it has still not been fully implemented. This has been the Parkland Filipino Hour. I'm Kuya Jobert, leaving you all a message. Filipino ka, ipagsigawan mo, sipag at tiyaga, puhunan mo. God bless.